Welcome to this week's episode of Cooking with Connie. Well, we've got a treat for you. This is my Valentine's special for you. So if you want to make something sweet for your honey without the sugar, this is the recipe you want. So we're going to do gluten-free Cherry Magic cookie bars. Okay, so it's kind of a take on that Eagle brand, but we're going to do it sugar-free. So we've done some adaptations to make it that way. Now I'm going to use cherries because that's my favorite fruit. But if you wanted to, you could use raspberry preserves, you could use strawberry preserves, so you could change this up with different fruits in it if you want to do that. But what we're going to start with is, we're going to start with some graham cracker crumbs, and we're going to use the Simple Mills Sweet Thins, the honey cinnamon, 2 boxes of those, and we crush those in our NutriBullet. And then I've added 2 tablespoons of the monk fruit allulose blend, and I will tell you, this is what I have basically been using ever since I found it. I think it does a great job with consistency, and like I said, it caramelizes wonderfully. So that's what I've got in here is that, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to add our stick of butter in there, and this is what's going to be the bottom, our crust. So we got 1 stick of melted butter with our graham cracker crumbs and our sweetener. Let me just kind of get that all mixed there together. And I have put a little bit of avocado oil in my 9x13 pan. That way it'll be easier to get it out when we get done with it. Okay, so got that all stirred up. We're going to put this in the pan. This is really one of those recipes that you just basically dump everything in the pan and then you bake it. So, I'm just trying to spread out my crust into the bottom evenly. All right, next thing we're going to do is we're going to put 7 ounces of unsweetened coconut, okay? So we'll just sprinkle that over the top of this. Spread that out evenly. Then we're going to take our sugar-free sweetened condensed milk, and the recipe's on there, and we've done this before. So I just prepared this in advance, and we're going to pour that on top of the coconut. Get that kind of spread out evenly also. And like I said, I do use the monk fruit allulose when I make the sugar-free sweetened condensed milk, and I do think that gives it a much better consistency than some of those other sugar-free blends out there. All right. I'm going to take just a little time out here so I can kind of get another batch, and I'll come back with the next step. All right, so now we've added, I have done a sugar-free cherry pie filling, and this is where I said if you wanted to, you could use raspberry preserves. That's one of the recipes that was out there, or a strawberry preserve, whatever, to just kind of get that red for Valentine's Day. That's kind of why I went this way. And like I said, I like cherries, so that's why I went this direction with it. And then our topping on top of that We've got our Chalk Zero white chocolate chips, our Chalk Zero milk chocolate chips, a half a cup of each one of those, and then a half a cup of our pecans. And then we're going to sprinkle that on top of this, and then we're going to put this in the oven and bake it. And voila, they're supposed to be magic cookie bars. So we'll see how this comes out, because I'm going to tell you right now, I've not made this one before. So we'll see how it turns out. Anyway, so we'll be popping this in the oven. It's going to cook probably about 25 minutes is what it says. And then we'll come back to you. Boy, that's a lot of chips and stuff. So this is going to be really, really tasty. All right, we'll be back. All right, we're back, and look at this delicious magic cookie bars with the cherries and the chocolate and the nuts. I gotta have a taste of this. This is delicious. So, a nice sweet treat for your loved ones for Valentine's Day. Remember to like, share, subscribe, and make good choices.